seems to me that what you folks need is a hero.
Wonder Boy! You can't beat him. He has no weaknesses.
Word of caution to this tale.
I think he does, Meg.
Should Hercules fight, you will fail.
Welcome everyone to the AC Dream channel. I'm AC Dream and I do full-length reviews on Disney animated films from the Disney Renaissance. And today I'm reviewing Hercules, the movie. Alright, Hercules is basically the story of an incredibly genetically lucky guy who by working even harder is able to prove he's a true hero and become a god. This movie has good musical numbers sung by divas ironically though. Really well rendered CGI battle scenes and a hero who even though he's amazing, very few can fully relate to. The movie begins with the birth of a child named Hercules, who everyone seems pleased was born, except for this guy. And he's so pissed off by this because now no one will be able to listen to his incredibly funny jokes because they're distracted by this child.
I haven't been this choked up since I got a hunk of moussaka caught in my throat. Huh?
His jokes are so funny, I'm not even laughing. That's the whole thing with Hades, king of the underworld. He tells all these jokes that are so funny that no one gets it but him. In fact, the only reason Hades is funny is because of all the meme references people have made of him online. Thus, I'm going to jot down every funny quote Hades says from now on to see if evil really wins, in comedy that is. Hades goes to the underworld to ask something to the Faves, who have the power to see into the future. Oh, I can do that too. In fact, my third eye is telling me that the US's next president is going to be a female. Hades wants to know whether the child, Hercules, will be a threat to his hostile takeover of Mount Olympus. And after some persuasion,
Yeah, I mean, you look like a fate worse than death.
he's able to get his fortune told, and fortune be told, yes, Hercules will be the downfall of Hades' master plan. This infuriates Hades literally, so he decides to kidnap Hercules, turn him mortal, and kill him. However, his plans fail by his minions being petrified too easily, and Hercules is able to live though as a mortal by at least 99% with his foster parents. Hercules lives with his foster parents for close to 18 years, where he unfortunately doesn't fit in since he was cursed with breaking everything in sight, kind of like your typical frat guy. Got to love the design infrastructure of Roman mythology. No, seriously, it's shit. Indoor plumbing hadn't been invented yet. The main problem with Hercules' character is that he's completely unrelatable, like almost 100%. I mean, first of all, who in the world is that strong with a body that scrawny? Second, I haven't met a single person who was blessed with ancestry to the gods. And third, I mean, it just doesn't make no sense. Like this genetics commercial.
Secret that gave me the amazing body I have today. Genetics.
Even though Hercules is completely unrelatable, there is a very positive hero quality about him. By embarking on a journey to find his real father, who is a god, he realizes he must train himself in order to become a true hero. So he sets off to meet Philoctetes, who's a goat. Satyrs. What? I'm not making this up, he even says so. And his name, Feel the Titties. Am I the only one who got this? I did. Oh. Not to mention, he likes to spend his time chasing after mythological female creatures. So Phil decides to train Hercules to make him a hero. After numerous days of training and completing numerous tasks, including this epic one complete with deadly swinging pendulums, chompers, a hand crusher, menacing sharks, and a ring of fire, holy god, a freaking ring of fire, he completes it. So Hercules proves he's ready for a real challenge, and that's when he meets the damsel in distress, Meg. No, not that Meg. No one wants to save her. This Meg.
I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I can handle this.
who, may I say, has some of the best female quotes I have ever heard. Seriously, I'm making her compete with Hades. So Hercules saves Meg by heading in the right direction, and she rejects him because she knows how frat guys work. But this causes controversy. All the jealousy has started.
Well, you know how men are.
Meg's
Everything
able
don't
to
mean just
explain
get
to
lost
Herc
and keep me on
why men
yours.
are simple-minded compared to women, which causes Hercules' gay horse bro with wings to intervene. Come on bro, don't you know bro horses before hoes? So Hercules leaves for Thebes, and it is revealed that Meg is actually working for Hades, who freaks when he finds out Hercules is still alive. So he sets up a plan to kill Hercules. At Thebes, which is portrayed as the New York City of ancient Roman times. Oh look, a Taylor Swift collection. I want this one, that one, and this one. Moving on, Hercules is trying to prove he's a hero. Unfortunately, he isn't able until Meg shows up and he rescues two boys and defeats a Hydra. Then he becomes a superstar, gets royalty treatment, a legion of fangirls, and recognition from everyone except his father, who thinks he's still not yet a hero. Ouch. Tough standards.
I've beaten every single monster I've come up against.
It isn't until later that he's able to prove this when he goes out on a date with Meg, who is now only paying attention to him because that is the only way she can get her freedom. Hercules claims Meg
When I was a
isn't
kid,
like
I
other
could've
girls.
given anything to be exactly like everybody else.
You wanted to be petty and dishonest?
Which in a way he's right. She isn't like every other girl. No, she's like every other girl who's fucked up and learned her lesson.
Sometimes it's better to be alone.
What do you mean?
Nobody can hurt you.
Meg gets captured by Hades because... And Hercules decides to give up his godlike powers for a day in order to set her free. Wow, talk about having an incredible weakness. Hades unleashes the Titans, takes them towards Mount Olympus,
Guys, Olympus would be that way.
defeats Zeus. Alright, that one was only funny because I made it so. And is about to plunge the world into chaos if it isn't for Meg risking her life to save the man she loves. Because
People always do crazy things when they're in love.
Hercules saves everyone and goes into the underworld to risk his life and save Meg, the girl he loves, and by doing this, he's able to prove that he is a true hero. He becomes a god, rejects it to be with the girl he loves, and goes back to live a normal life with humans. The end. So was Hercules a good movie? I mean, it's alright, it had its moments which were like wow, but in the end, it's just a movie that gets outdone by other Disney Renaissance works. Well, that concludes my review for Hercules. If you haven't done so already, be sure to check out my other reviews from the Disney Renaissance. Be sure to check back next week where I will be covering a very good movie.